Q.
Makalua.
The Mean Team.
Mad Jin.
Don't we already have that as a pre-recorded thingy?
I'm Daniel Danku Quick, owner, producer, and regular PolyCast co-host. PolyCast premiered on October 20th, 2006. Its extended first season included 7 blooper reels, each running 5 minutes in length, give or take. Beginning in Season 2 in 2008, bloopers were added to the end of episodes as opposed to separate reels. Now the best, and worst, so to speak, of both worlds comes together. This is PolyCast Blooper Reel Volume 11, compiling the flubs, dubs, and what does from 2017 that were cut from the end of episodes due to time. Let's begin. Episode 272.
We know we're live, Dan.
We don't care.
I know you know.
2017 is the year of not giving a fuck, man.
Wow! I knew there'd be a first F-bomb, but I didn't think it was going to go to Mackie. I must admit.
It went to Mackie and it didn't take long either.
I was referring to Go Crazy, not anyone's mom.
Whatever, you F-bomb dropper. I don't believe you.
Yeah, 2017, year of not giving a beep.
Episode 277. Early access. Now you too can be a developer without the pay.
Yeah.
Without the play driving too, though.
More like free QA. Or no, we pay to be QA.
Well, no, you could force the pain on yourself, Mackie, that a developer experiences. But I don't know how you're going to force the money on yourself.
Yourself have some more cash. Okay.
Are you counterfeiting, or are you just, like, looping it? Or are you, like...
Mackie talks about giving herself more money. Meanwhile, I read an article about, hey, there was a break-in at the bank in Mackie's hometown. I wonder if that is...
Yeah.
Episode 278.
Can I stop us for a second? Candace just asked us in chat if we started.
Oh.
Well, not exactly. We've kind of gone off on a little bit of tangent.
Gee, Dan, what do you think?
Are we actually live?
Yes.
That's actually a good question.
No, that's why I was asking.
It's not actually live.
What?
Oh, it does...
It's not live. You'll set some starting soon. Whoops.
Oh. None of this has been heard.
That might be for the best.
This is great.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So in terms of the unmentioned changes, what are we... I've been distracted.
Sorry,
still
we
by-
totally went off topic.
Oh, I think...
No, we're starting with governments. Which,
I guess Mackie's
yeah.
starting. You can reroute
yeah,
that.
I'm trying.
Episode 279. I think the next district to talk about should go to Mackie because her fan was saying it was time for her to say something again.
And blah.
Even if you don't remember the specific number in your head, you know that you're going to be farther ahead to do a campus over a commercial because of the adjacency bonus. But just at a glance, to remind you, just take those extra few seconds, because once you place that district down...
You're done.
Well, unless someone comes in and raises your city, and then you can start over again, and then you can decide you want to relocate your districts. I don't recommend that. That's not really a strategy. Episode 281.
Yeah.
And then you intro each person.
Yeah, no, let's counter-troll Dan then and just skip the proper intro and continue on.
No!
That's our intro for this time.
I will turn this podcast around.
Okay, Mom.
Okay, we'll be good. We'll be good. Okay, welcome to PolyCast, the Civilization PolyCast. Wait, hold on.
You said you knew how to do the intro.
Do you know how to do the intro? Yeah, I can do it. Fail.
That would be glorious. Oh, I thought you just lived next to a train station.
No.
Don't be ridiculous. She lives underneath a train set. No.
But
And I had like this really morbid thought about, if you want your dog to be red, then it could roll around in the but that's really nasty. So we won't say that.
Dan's played too much Duck Hunt, apparently.
well, if it's that dog, you just shoot the dog.
spend all of your early production on wonders. And this is a top-tier multiplayer strategy.
Oh, yeah.
Psychological warfare. Wow, these people are in such a good position on the map, they're constructing wonders, I better stay away.
Yeah,
It's such a good position.
Their position must be so much better than mine. They must have better terrain or something.
And then last but not least, also under the open mic.
Wait, what open mic? What does an open mic mean? We just...
I called him in an email. And Dan
The microphone that you have in front of you that's open to speak into, I thought it was pretty obvious, actually. But okay, I'll tell you.
This is in contrast to the rest of the show where your mic was closed. All right, Matt, you're up.
Speaking of revealing secrets.
All right, get out.
I knew you were going to do that, but...
Why do you give him the outro? Come on.
We discussed this last time. You're not allowed to do it like that.
Discuss this every time.
Yeah, every time you put him on the outro, we get this crap.
Every time his first answer is some variation of get out or get lost. We're not your
I've
dream.
never said get lost. I don't need people to be lost because then they might come back.
Wait, you don't want me to come back?
Well,
That's really sad.
we weren't going to say anything, but...
But
I don't know, since you co-opted the intro successfully and made a better one, then...
well, I don't know
maybe-
about better. It was alternative. I'll give it that. It was
it's alternative facts, okay.
exactly. Episode 283.
These difficulty settings have been virtually identical for as long as I've been playing Civ, and I started with Civ 3, so...
Tactical unit combat, a la Call to Power series. Go, go, go. Wait, no, don't do that.
Civilizations of Might and Magic.
You know, I just didn't like Brave New World. It felt too much like a reskin of Civ 5.
well, it kind of was, but you know.
No, that was Civilization Beyond Earth.
Oh, baby.
No, that was a sci-fi mod.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
La 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 la. Just kidding.
It's actually humorous to some degree that we did not get to the Senate because on the last episode we had been going in alphabetical order of Civilization 6 civs with the
Oh,
exception
you're right.
of the DLC. And B. Kaiko, who's been a past guest on the show, was like, "Oh, Dan, I see you skipped over Japan. Well, I'm looking forward to the next episode when you talk about Japan." And then I joked that, you're giving me the idea to not talk about Japan.
Joke's on you.
Whoops.
I'm curious if this guy in the blue shirt is the son of David Foley from Kids in the Hall, because in that mustache and the glasses, he looks exactly like a classic Kids in the Hall character.
You see, kids, there's this thing called Kids in the Hall.
Thank you, Imagine. Jason prompted the required segment on this show. It's the unspoken segment. You see kids.
You see kids.
Oh, Jason, why do you date us so?
Because it's fun to do.
Episode 284.
Oh, Phil, you are so wrong.
About what?
I don't know. I just randomly read one of your posts.
Oh, well, I might have been wrong in some of them. Which one are you talking about?
Yeah, it was the thread.
Oh, I have to keep up the warmonger is the only thing that matters. Lion.
Everybody has their own personal thinking on what's good, what's not. So, to them, for thinking wrong.
I like how you tell me I'm wrong and then rank them like the same place I do. It's nice. It's a good touch.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
That sounds like me somehow, but it's not. It's against me.
Segue.
Next up we have...
oh, no,
Norway.
wait. Feudalism. Sorry, feudalism is... Wait. The melee range units. Maybe I got that backwards. Alright, whatever.
I was really hoping you were going to say feudalism is actually feudalism.
Yeah, that too.
Dog.
Bill's holy encampment. Yeah, that's an
Holy
interesting
encampment.
Combine your helmets on your encampment, you get a holy encampment.
I thought this was Poland. Are we talking Poland now?
Episode 285.
99% of BC is a forest or a mountain combo, so...
Could they be a forested mountain?
Sometimes. But some of them are also covered with glaciers.
What are the yields from those tiles?
Shit.
Oh, the Civ did things and eventually became Italy, so technically they still exist.
Nope,
they're
they are
just
not
by
the Italians.
Don't start with me.
Don't play this Civ, is that what you just said?
No, just don't play bad.
Wow.
I know that's not what you said, but...
Stop playing badly.
Yep.
Okay, don't play bad by not playing the Civ. Okay, what?
Yeah, okay. It's like, take two, make one, slightly better. Except it doesn't work in this case. It doesn't work for armies either.
Yeah.
Because why would you use that?
Wow. When two become one, thanks, Spice Girls.
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
I want to say something about Great Admirals, but I have never actually gotten them except on accident.
No, Great Admirals can be great. Getting that ironclad in the classical era, so nice.
Don't you also need Mausoleum of Halicarnassus for that or something?
No, you get one.
You get one?
I mean,
Okay.
if you want two ironclads.
Yeah, anyhow, why are you so greedy, man?
Yeah.
Why so greedy?
One's sufficient. Ooh, deleting a unit out in the middle of nowhere creates a new barb camp.
Oh, you know that's going to get trolled to hell in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Of course it would.
Why are you disbanding all these units at my border? No reason.
No,
I just can't afford the maintenance. Sorry.
no, we're good. And if you blow it up enough times, you get a civil war.
Instead of war weariness, space stupidity weariness.
Yep.
Quit trying to blow up our citizens in space.
We don't need to go that badly.
We can do it just as well down here.
Episode 286. Oh, boy. Whereas Ed Leach, wow.
Ed Leach.
Oh, dear.
I was reading lead designer, so I already had the L. I was getting ready to say the next word. I think I called this site Rock, Paper, Shotgun, but part of my brain did I actually accidentally say Rock, Paper, Shogun, which would be a very different... So, yeah.
The popular new game, Rock, Paper, Shogun. Shogun always wins.
Sometimes the Rock would win if it's thrown properly.
True.
Well, Dwayne Johnson sometimes. Throw him well.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
That's the Rock. Yeah. He could probably take most Shoguns one-on-one, depending on equipment.
Just catapult the Rocky and he'll take care of it.
Yeah. When the Spearman is able to hit the exposed gas tank on the tank and wins. So, yeah, it's just like that.
Well, we're talking about a different kind of rock, Dan.
I thought that was putting the spear straight down the firing cannon.
Episode 287. So yeah, we'll start in a few minutes here whether Mackie has arrived or not. I think she just wants us to do falsetto Mackie. She says she doesn't like it, but I secretly think she enjoys it muchly.
Who is falsetto Mackie? Is it Dan?
Unfortunately.
Usually.
Even if Mackie likes it, the rest of us not so much, but it's okay.
Oh, there's Mackie.
No falsetto Mackie today.
Aw, no.
It could still be accomplished in principle.
Hi, Mackie.
Hello. It's not a prince yet, though.
Blah, blah, blah.
I think most of that sentence was English, but
That was cut off
yeah,
a little bit.
That came through fine.
Yeah, apparently me bitching comes through fine, but actual sentences, no, forget that.
Going to be live shortly, but we're not actually live right now.
Yeah, it says live in 3 minutes. That's weird.
How long has it said that?
Ever since the countdown ended.
Okay.
So,
And I've got live in 2 minutes, yet YouTube says, no, we're live. When we've been live for almost 2 minutes. So
yeah, it says started streaming 2 minutes ago, but I've got nothing.
I'm going to refresh the page.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if that changes.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
That's it. Yep, always refresh the page. That's the new question to go, have you turned it off and on again, or unplugged it and plugged it back in again?
Have you refreshed it?
All right, so with that out of the way, welcome to the 200. I was going to say the wrong number.
87. 87.
Thank you, Mackie fan. And,
Good grief.
Mackie fan agrees.
This was the 287th episode of PolyCast. See, Dan, I knew the episode number.
yeah, because I said it at the start of the episode. You didn't
Or
have
you could
to-
just, look.
I clicked on the page.
I think Dan's calling you a scrub.
I don't want no scrubs. Dino in the live chat said, I did have to remember the number of the episode for 2 hours.
Ooh,
And
2
which was
hours.
easier said than done. Also, I could have clicked on the the link to the topic list.
Yeah,
Or like this
at the top of the
conversation.
chat.
Yeah, this is PolyCast number 287
Yeah.
at the August.
So basically, all that I was saying is that I don't know why Dan couldn't figure it out in the beginning of the episode. It's only in 3 different places.
Well, it was going to be episode 278. I was inverting the 8 and the 7. I was just so excited you were back, Imran.
That's not true.
Way to ruin the moment.
If you could turn back time.
Episode 288.
All right. Well, since Mackie's not here, somebody will have to fill in a falsetto.
Hi.
Don't forget to be witty.
Hello.
She'll probably pop in, but
What you want?
We're already-
Because we got this.
We should also mention it's pre-ordering for $50 US.
okay, you can mention it.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Now, here's the...
No, you can't mention it.
Yeah, but then they spend those, 30, 40 turns to build a caravel, and suddenly all of their cities are 50 strength, and you're like, oh. I think it needs to be a bit more gradual than just sudden city strength jump, but that's something else entirely.
Maybe they should go from the classical era to the Renaissance in one tech.
Is this that side post to go visit your mod on the workshop or something?
No, that's just like generalized. That sucks.
Okay.
Episode 289.
If you want to break the game and make everyone use naval, allow units to stack on transports. And I'm not suggesting actually doing that, but you would see naval.
Well, yeah.
In Civ 4, that was the biggest threat to someone having a better navy than you, is that they could just unload a ton of units on any single one of your cities that they could reach, which was a lot of them. And because you could burn cities in one turn, like, you could lose to somebody who just forked your cities and burned 2/3 of your coastal cities because you can't possibly get your army into all of them at once.
Yep.
It was awful, but great, because the navy actually mattered.
Back in my day, all boats rammed each other. They didn't have these fancy cannons. By the time you get there, the tech cost is so low compared to your output. Unlike Mackie's fan.
Oh, hi, Fan. How you doing? Shut up, Fan.
Yeah, there you go. You were actually running monarchy, lol.
Well, it's better than it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, stabbing yourself in the toe is better than the stomach, too, but...
But you're still stabbing yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If Tesla could be brought out in Civ 6 and randomly makes Tesla coils.
Oh, a barbarian, huh?
Hi, Barbarian.
So are you a Beethoven person or are you a Mozart person? Or do you prefer Tchaikovsky?
AC/DC. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. When it gets into the modern era, how is there no rock bands that are great
Yeah.
musicians? Why are the Rolling Stones not great musicians?
Some more Van Halen.
So you never know. Go read your great people list and that'll tell you every single Civ that'll never be in the game.
Yeah, because that was totally true with, say, Portugal. In Civ 5, they totally didn't just drag them into Civ status and replace the city-state. Yep.
Totally didn't do that.
And then they totally couldn't do that in Civ 6.
Episode 292. Speaking of new,
All
or
right.
news,
Mackie.
See what I did there?
I'm chewing.
News, everyone! Mackie is chewing. Stop what you're doing.
Something,
she's
put it in the mouth.
I must admit, when I first read that, I don't know why, but my brain went, wait, the AI's twerking? Oh no, tweaks. Yeah, okay. That'd be different.
Oh, they can always get tweak twerking, but that would just be...
That's going to be our new diplomacy leader animations.
Yep. Tweak, the new leader, is going to be twerking.
That's when they taunt you into trying to go to war. There was no Civ 5 on release, that's for sure.
Oh, at first I thought you said there was no Civ 5 upon its release, and I thought...
Oh, no.
Wait, what? Is that,
Wait, what?
you're just trying to forget Civ 5 Vanilla so it wasn't actually released when it was initially released? Oh.
Yep.
That was the early access, right? I think.
Early access beta.
I don't know if it was in a beta state yet.
Be great. We need a log. We're asking for a log, basically.
Mackie wants your log.
Not that kind.
Oh, Mackie doesn't like fireplaces. That's what I just heard.
I don't
No
really
fireplace
need them in
for Mackie.
Texas.
Although I suppose given where you're located, I guess that's not completely surprising.
Yeah. The only time I need those is to put into the fire pit underneath the smoker.
There you go. See? It's still a log.
Oh, see, I thought you were going to say your fireplace is on your TV when you find the nonstop streaming.
Oh, yeah, that works.
The fireplace.
That works. Yeah. I just mounted a TV into what used to be the fireplace. There we go. There's a fireplace.
Well, I mean, the fire could help, dry things out after all that water.
I wasn't that far south.
Yeah, maybe it could help out dry out some of the salt that is in response to this preview, I tell you what.
Yep.
Well, okay.
Episode 293. It's been a while since you've been on the show.
Yeah, it's probably been like 5 years or something like that, I think.
It's only been 4, actually. I don't know why you're exaggerating. It's really unnecessary. I called for it.
Time flies.
The amusing thing is, you could have just taken a clip from any introduction we've done over the past, however many years, and just given that to any guest co-host as an example of how to do the introduction. But,
Good.
So I have done this 3 times before, but I still can't remember what I've said on all the other times.
Well, there's 2 things going on here. 1, Phil, I want the introduction to be authentic. 2...
Even as you tell people how to do it exactly anyway. Okay. All right. Yep. What's 2?
2 is I want people to improve on the last time they were on the show. Applies to returned guest co-hosts only. And 3, I got hashtag first world problems over here, so I just don't have time to add that to the list. Oh, there's Mackie. Man, I just got to threaten falsetto Mackie, and then she appears. It's fantastic.
Thank you for sparing us, by the way.
You're welcome. Nobody wants to hear that. Yeah, my phone was in the other room when Dan called, and I'm like, yes, dear, just a minute, dear.
That definitely would have a positive impact on his fiancée.
She probably does the same thing, let's be honest.
Excuse me while I sit here and flick my hair back. Okay, so...
Well, unfortunately, I'm just going to have to start. Okay, welcome to... No.
No.
At the wrong time.
Hey.
False start.
The perfect wrong time.
The guess was correct. I heard unfortunately. He is correct in that. That's fine. We'll go with that. Episode 294.
Phil is the last one here. Go figure.
Wow, I beat Phil.
Yep. And you were also here before the episode started.
At what point are we going to point out the elephant in the room and say that all the math scripts are broken?
Oh,
that's more of an
completely
bug
ignore
than
that.
just an undocumented change.
Yeah,
Unless that was intentional. Which I'm going to give him more credit than that. Come on now.
Yeah. I'm trying to scroll the picture because there's a scroll bar on the picture. Whoops. Mackie introduced the recurrent spending rather than the other one. Threw me a little bit. Yeah, me too.
Oh. When did we change that?
Well, we have the new directions and recurrent spending near each other.
Okay, so Mackie introduced the wrong
I
topic.
thought that was the new directions they were talking about. We're
going in a really new direction.
in a really new direction. Screw you one, apparently.
It compensated for the flow of the conversation.
Hash Redux next.
Sure. Do you want to do this one, Sedgwick?
I'd rather do the topic after that, but...
Okay. Oh, if you want to...
Yeah, I'll give you my topic if you want. That's fine.
Thank you.
I have something to say here, though. But I'll let you introduce it.
Live stream ended.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
You?
All right.
Instantly, the video game starts.
In case... Sorry.
Well,
I saw it.
Actually,
I'm not upset. That was hilarious.
Bye-bye. Live stream's over. Gone. Back to the game.
episode 295.
I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you, Phil. You might need to raise your volume or something. Can everyone else hear him okay?
No, I just woke up, so I'm being quiet. Probably because of that. I definitely don't need to raise my volume.
Fair enough. Fond memories of all the awesome trade routes that you are creating. Do you have any other very memorable Civilization 6 gameplay experiences from this year?
We'll start with you. Why don't you model the type of story that you would like us to tell when it comes to memorable games? And then we'll learn from you, Jason. You're the knowledge holder.
Well, shoot. I was going to let you guys do that while I tried to think of one.
Whoops.
All right, and lastly, Madgen. Any memorable Civ 6 games in 2017? You can say no. You know, it's okay. I'll probably cut that from the recording, but you can say no. Or is he still not back? Oh, I thought he was back. All right. No,
like an hour ago.
Wow. Speaking of Civilization board games, thanks for setting that up, Jason. That was great.
You're welcome.
We're dropping it, Mackie.
Wait a minute. Did I have it?
Yes.
Yep. Nobody told me this.
It's in the Skype chat, Skype conference, the topics list.
Derp.
It's okay.
It is labeled Civ and.
Civ and. Well, where's the link for it?
Well, the link for it is in the
CFC.
Topics list on CFC's homepage.
What? Are you sure? Open mic, room thing, research lab, theater. Oh, it's the Facebook link. No wonder I was like, what the hell?
Mackie just saw Facebook and just auto-ignored.
That's all that says. There's nothing else in this post. I mean...
Is that what it says? If you want to play in real life with actual friends?
No, it didn't say that.
Condescending.
Record dates sorted. 2017.
Copyright Civilized Communication at civcom.net.
So, people listening to the show live, enjoy this because no one else will hear it.
Yep.
Well.